Welcome to Roofing Road Trips with Heidi. Explore the roofing industry through the eyes of a long-term professional within the trade. Listen for insights, interviews, and exciting news in the roofing industry today.
Hello, and welcome to another Roofing Road Trips from Roofers Coffee Shop. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and today, this podcast, we want to talk about something fun for everyone, cash. Good old cash. And I'm telling you what, there are so many great loyalty programs out there that really help your business. One of the leading ones is SRS TopCash. So we asked Rick Rominger, Director of Private Label for SRS Distribution, to come talk to us about what they're doing and how it can really help contractors. So Rick, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Heidi. It's great to be here. Thanks so much for the invite.
You know what? I always love visiting with you, and you always have such great information. So before we kind of dive into the topic of TopCash today, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about SRS?
Sure. As you mentioned, I am the Director of Private Label for SRS. I've been with SRS for 4.5, 5 years, almost 5, and they asked me to come in and help them develop TopShield and take it to market, which I think it's done extremely well for us. And I just jumped at the opportunity. I love private label. I love marketing, branding. So it just was a great fit for me. And of course, I've been in roofing and building materials all my life. So it's certainly a joy to be with SRS. It's the finest company I've ever been involved with, hands down.
That is so great to hear because, I mean, when you think about all the things that SRS does on so many levels, but TopShield has really, I mean, it's just so well known. It is taken off. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the TopShield product line and why SRS launched it in the first place?
Well, sure. So TopShield, we launched TopShield to really bring a product line offering a consistent value and really high quality products to our customers. And you know, to have that exclusive brand of quality products throughout the SRS family of distributors, an exclusive product line, it's just great to have that brand of products to offer to customers for each product. It's been researched. The quality is assured to meet our standards, which of course will meet their strict demands. Everything we do in TopShield has met all the testing, all the applicable codes, Miami-Dade, Florida Building Code, Texas Department of Insurance. So really, if any code is required on any given TopShield product, we work to meet those codes and exceed those requirements. So, I mean, TopShield, it's a commitment to quality, and it's not just our brand promise. We say that in everything we do, but it is a commitment and a promise to our customers.
That's
and you're
great.
Right, customers recognize if it's a TopShield product, they know they're offering their customers some of the best products available.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I think it's a little bit of a differentiator too, when you're going in front of that homeowner or building owner to really talk about the TopShield brand and the partnership with SRS, because it really seems like owners want that. They want that connection. And, how have you been seeing the contractors really kind of working with the line and making it part of their corporate fabric?
With any branding product, it takes a little bit of time for adoption to set in and for customers and users to really understand the brand and the business behind it and the value that it brings. So I think we have we've crossed that chasm. Our customers now understand and recognize TopShield. They expect TopShield to be the top of the line product. They expect it to be high performing. They expect it to have the product warranties that either meet or exceed any other similar products. So they've come to now expect TopShield and ask for it by name in many circumstances because of the dedication that we've put to it. We certainly won't put TopShield name on any product that's inferior or anything that would damage the brand. I mean, obviously, when you damage a brand, it's impossible. It's very difficult, if not impossible, to regain that brand value. And so we certainly pay attention to what we're doing.
Yeah, that's so true and smart, because I think, once in the roofing industry, there's been so many times that contractors have had to deal with products that don't perform or poor follow-up. And so there's a little bit of skittishness about that. So building that brand and really staying true to it, I think that means everything to the roofing contractors.
I think so, and then that's what we do. We scrutinize the products, we evaluate the products, we make sure it's the right product for our customers before we put our name on it. And when we do, we feel very confident that's what they want, that's what they'll use, and it's come to the point now that their customers are very confident they're going to get that product and they're going to have that reliability.
That's excellent. So you have some new products. Speaking of scrutinizing, you have some new products that you've come out with. Can you tell us about those?
Well, sure. We've got so we launched about a month or so ago. We launched our barrier solutions line of products, which really starting with a wrap. It's a product that that'll help really the walls of the home. It's a top of the line product. We do with everything with TopShield. We've got 3 models of it we put to market, and it's certainly going to meet any residential application need of any contractor. It's definitely a move for us into the wall sides of the home from the roof. But I think we did it the right way, and I think our customers are going to enjoy it. We also launched a new line of hybrid construction sealants too, and we just pulled the trigger on that last week. So
wow.
We're excited about that.
Oh, that's exciting. You know what I love hearing? I mean, it's like you're talking about going to the walls, because I think we're all seeing that the roofing industry is spreading their wings. And maybe they have been for a long time, but you see a lot of contractors who are really offering full exteriors or at least partial exteriors. And so to be able to, for SRS to really provide the siding, and I've been to some of your siding branches, and the barriers, that makes a lot of sense.
So yeah, sure, and it's and of course with TopShield, I mean it's we want to get products to market in our customers' hands that for the jobs that they do. I mean, the roofer may do some siding jobs, they may do some outskirts, some waterproofing, some below grade, and I think TopShield will eventually have a nice product portfolio for all those applications.
Yeah, I love it. So tell us a little bit about the hybrid sealants.
Sure. Well, hybrid construction sealants. So we had some sealants in the line, and we wanted something that would be very universal and versatile for our customers to use. So we've got a product now that we just put out, a few colors. It won't shrink. It can be applied in extremely wet conditions and even down to 0 degrees. It'll go pretty much on any substrate: shingles, copper, skylights, brick, block, wood, polyester, steel, coated steel, just really anything. So we're pretty excited about this product line. We think it's going to fit a nice niche for our contractors as a solution for many of their applications. So it was nice to get that one out the door.
That's nice. Yeah. Important. Those accessories are so important. Okay. You started something in the industry, and this is how we kind of started this podcast. So now we're getting to it, and it's, I just think it's a great program for contractors, and that's the TopCash program. Can you tell us how that works?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love this program. So TopCash, it is exactly what you said in the opening. It's a cash program. It's a cashback rebate program for simply purchasing select TopShield products. So there's a range of products that are eligible for the program throughout the year. Some will run the full year. Some will run in a window of time for the year. And so basically, a customer purchases an eligible product from any SRS distributor in the company. And once they register, and we automatically track it and submit the purchase for cash back. So the customer receives it. It's a TopShield MasterCard debit card. It's cash. So wherever MasterCard is accepted, they can spend the money, whether it's taking the family out to dinner or booking a trip. Don't care. It's cash. And they get that back automatically. So they don't have to send in an invoice. They don't have to track it themselves. If they're buying an eligible product, we handle everything for them.
Jeez. Rick, I have to tell you, in my early years, I had to fill out a lot of forms for contractors for rebate, for, getting anything, the loyalty programs, the receipts. So I love that. And it all goes, so it calculates automatically, and it all goes onto a debit card. Just talk a little bit more about that.
So the debit card, like I said, I mean, it really is. It's just a standard MasterCard debit card. It's got a really cool TopShield logo on it. We every week we track the purchases of every customer that has completed registration, and we send those in to our provider that handles their card for us, and they in turn load the cards for the customers every month, I believe. And the customers are given a website. They can go on, they can check their balances, what have you. They can go on to the TopShieldProducts.com website and see what products are being offered in the TopCash program at any time. So we keep that updated. And even if they're not aware that the product is part of the program, if they buy it, they still get it. So it's just a really great, it's a really great benefit for our contractors and with a great product line.
How great as a contractor, all of a sudden, even if you're unaware of it, all of a sudden you have this great cash card that, debit card to use. That's cool.
That is cool.
What are you hearing from contractors who have been involved with the TopCash?
Oh, they love it. They want more TopShield products on there. So, they're just they're continually asking for more. So, we're working to do that. We're working on maybe adding Craft Grade, which is a brand under TopShield, that we may add some of those products in next year. So we are looking at advancing it. We're looking at growing it. I mean, obviously for our contractors, it's a great benefit because it is, like you said earlier. I mean, it's cash, and it's not like they don't have to spend it at SRS. I mean, I'd like for them to, of course, but they don't have to.
Go out to dinner.
They can spend it wherever they want. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Well, okay. So as you're kind of looking at this with the contractors too, you mentioned earlier that you'll have certain products at certain times and certain products all year round. Can you kind of talk a little bit more about maybe what the products are that are all year round, and then what are some of the other special promotions, just so people can kind of see maybe what's coming here in Q4 and into 2024?
Sure. So some of the products that we ran all year and we're running all this year are modified products, or self-adhered cap, their base. Those are light commercial products, and they even turn into some residential products for low slope applications. So we ran those all year, and some of the products that we ran it for a period of time. We ran some of our synthetics for a period of time during the period that they would be buying these the most. Our caulking and sealants programs, our products. Most of those are year round, and when we launch a new product, we usually try to tie it into TopCash. So we just launched the barrier solutions line, and we launched the hybrid construction sealants line, and both of those now are tied to TopCash. And we hope to run those through the end of the year. So the thing, as we try to look at the time that the customer really is going to apply their most of the purchases for the product. And we really try to meet their needs with that too. If we can't do it all year, we really try to tie it into the time of year that they can use it.
That makes sense and smart. That is great. So what are some of the other things, like I just said, looking into 2024, any things that contractors should be looking forward to from TopShield?
Well, really can't get into quite everything, but the details. But we absolutely advance. We are planning to advance. We hope to bring some more into our commercial line, our TopShield Pro line, and of course, Craft Grade. Our Craft Grade line is expanding. So it's be on the lookout. I mean, as we get the products recognized and work through the system and analyzed and make sure customers it's the right product for our customers, we'll work on putting this to market.
I love it. Well, last thing, or not quite last, but close to last, but just your thoughts, Rick, kind of your advice to contractors, because, sometimes it's overwhelming, all this stuff, even though you just send it to them, that's pretty good. But overall, really kind of taking that time, especially with winter coming up, to look at loyalty programs, look at Roof Hub, look at what SRS is doing. What's some of your advice to them that they should really be focusing on?
Well, with SRS is clearly advancing and leading in many ways. And with our Roof Hub program, with our TopShield program, we're trying to make it maybe not easier and better and more, condensed and more and simpler for a customer to do business with us and for us to meet their needs at the highest level possible. We pride ourselves on our customer service. We pride ourselves on a reaction to meeting our customers' needs, to looking forward to developing, the instruments and the infrastructure to help them be more successful. That's what we're all about. And I think for contractors and I think our contractors that are our customers, they recognize that. They recognize that what we do in our TopShield line and our Roof Hub line is fully dedicated to supporting them and their businesses. It's really the right avenue to take, and I think SRS is leading it.
I love it. And I love it when you come see us on roofing road trips. This is great. So contractors who want to get more involved, obviously, this is probably going to be obvious, but I'm going to say, how do they get involved with TopCash?
Very simple. Go to the website, TopShieldProducts.com, and fill out a quick registration form. Once they do that, then we start at that time tracking their purchases. They do get a second registration form from our provider that is a little more detailed that they have to complete for any tax purposes, those kinds of things. But once they complete that through, then that's when they can start receiving their TopCash benefits. And it's but once they do sign up on our website, the TopShieldProducts.com, that's when we start tracking their purchases. So if it takes them a little bit of time to get through the other registration process, it's no worries. We still track them from the time they purchased on our site.
That's great. Easy.
Very easy.
And contractors out there, everybody listening, you can find out more information, of course, on Roofers Coffee Shop directory for TopShield. Check it out. All kinds of great information there. And Rick, I just have to say again, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, that's great, Heidi. It's always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
I love it. Well, it's a Friday afternoon, so I want to say thank you to you and to everyone who's listening, no matter what day of the week it is. This is the kind of information that I really think makes a difference and people need to know about for their business. So one last time, Rick, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Heidi. Have a great one.
You too. And thank you, everybody, for listening. Please check out the TopShield directory on Roofers Coffee Shop and, get involved. See what it can do for your business. It's easy and fun. Let's just be honest. That's pretty fun. Also, check out all of our Roofing Road Trip podcasts under the Read, Listen, Watch navigation, under podcasts and Roofing Road Trips, or on your favorite podcast channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be seeing you next time on Roofing Road Trips.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a review. Thanks for listening. This has been Roofing Road Trips with Heidi from therooferscoffeeshop.com.